await you. Await you. And comrade, can we have a seat?
A few of us who have been following the events in the country will see that in the past just about 2 weeks now, or less than that, we lost, just like that, a promising young man, comrade, activist, who in the short period that he has been on this earth had devoted his life to the work of the masses. I'm talking of Comrade Omomewa, who just like that on a day at the entrance to LASU, Lagos State University at Ojo, just got shot and died. Even though some may just, I was telling a comrade of ours that whatever we suspect is Nigeria that has happened to him. Life has become so treacherous for us in Nigeria today. Anybody can get killed at any moment. So things like that happen, random killings. We read a few, but mostly in the north. Those of us down south here, or maybe in the southwest part especially, and especially Lagos, we think that these things are just, they are news to us, nothing to worry about and all that. But it's much more serious, and we perceive it is because it has not come so close to us. That's sometimes why we don't take these things very serious. So for any one of us to live, survive infancy when medicine was not this advanced, and all sorts of childhood diseases kill people. And we had that phenomenon of Obanje and things like that. To survive that period, and then to survive all that the Nigerian government, you survive, I think you survive Gowon, survive all the regimes survived, and since 1999 you survived Obasanjo, Yaradua, Jonathan, and now you are, by the grace of God, you will survive Buhari. So to have done 60 solid years in this, who said evil one? Well, I would say 60 solid years, survived by all these bad regimes, and you are still kicking. You are looking young, and the last time I referred to you as a 60-year-old man, a colleague of mine in the office, and he doesn't look it. So I said, okay, it's a 60-year-old boy then. And he was protesting. So I think the day is worth celebrating. It's worth celebrating. I would want to congratulate Adiola Shueton, who to all of us, or to most of us, we know as Baba Show. I didn't know that he would be putting some of this. I read some of these things that he writes randomly. He's not, I won't call him a journalist, but I think he writes, better than some of the people who are actually in the profession of journalism. And the way he presents his argument in a logical, manner, one point leading to the other, is such that anytime I see anything written by him from wherever, if you see him, I must read it, no matter what. I always have time to read. He doesn't write it, it's not too, some articles you read and you don't get the point. Baba Show's write-up are usually very short. Very short. But if you are an intelligent person and you read that short message, it's always packed full with ideas, with identifying problems, solution, and always in a very humorous, manner, with a lot of jokes and all that embedded in it, all in a very short piece.
On one occasion, I was in chambers, and a young man came to me and said, your comrades are at it again. I said, what happened? He said, they stoned the plane that brought the representative for Babangida, the late Patrick Oshodi. I said, where? He said, on the campus of Ife. I said, is there an airport in Ife now? He said, no. The man brought a helicopter. So they stoned the helicopter. I said, yeah. Why? He said, well, they were protesting against injustice in the country, and the commercialization of education. I said, that's a good cause. For that reason, we are going to defend them. And of course, I was assigned to handle their matter by both the late Alawa Kabasho and the late Ganifa Wembi. No, Femi, that's your terrain. Go there. So one day we were in court. The university lawyer, a big lawyer, a senior advocate of Nigeria, I think this was 1986 or 87, Professor Kasum, SAN. He came with a team of lawyers to the court with some books, 5 books. So they were sure, I think yes, you were. So they were worried. Comrade, are you ready for this case? I said, not ready. I will go, whatever I want, it won't for any of them, don't worry. It was a very simple and straightforward matter. That my comrades were not given fair hearing before they were rusticated. And so whether you brought out the books of them, I said, don't worry. And of course the judge came here, the Falana. Yes, professor, when you get to court, you don't just give a senior advocate of Nigeria a special place. Now, this one is a professorial one. So it was a double advantage. He asked, Prof, what can we do for you? So he called the case. I wanted to start, I said, my Lord, I'm sorry. Only one point here. Which is, even God, who was said to be omnipresent, and he still is omnipresent, asked Adam, where art thou? Even God was select to have seen him, and still gave him fear hearing. That even in the Garden of Eden, fear hearing was established. How will Ife, a whole university, not give students fear hearing before expelling them? And of course, that was it. They won the case. But that was not sufficient for the university. Hence, our promise spent 13 good years under 4 tyrannical vice chancellors. But we are happy. He never wavered. And that is very significant. Even when he was challenged at home by his sister, who was helping him, I just told Minister Koribe, how would they believe her? And because that was what she was told. And when the man denied, he ran on. Now, but we're happy. He eventually graduated. Because again, we had progressive lecturers who stood by our comrades because your cause was just. 2 of the lecturers were abducted in 1990. The then Dr. Lorode and the then Albutu. Why? There was a coup, attempted coup. Not connected at all. But at that time, Babangida wanted to de-radicalize the campus. So let's grab this one. Of course, We went to court in Lagos. But our comrades made the campus ungovernable. And so the regime had to release them. Now, I never knew until very recently the competence of our comrades. I thought he's not committed apart from our normal writing. Every one of us must write. Every one of us, if you're a trained comrade, you must write. But this one is well gifted. And I'm going to beg you, whether you like it or not, we'll create a space for you. You can't limit yourself to WhatsApp groups. On a few occasions, I've asked our comrade, because you must acknowledge your source. Comrade, can we put this on a larger scale? Very succinct, but his points are well made, and they go to the point, go to the root of crisis. And say, comrade, can we send this to a larger forum? He said, please, by all means, do. Put his name and circulate. You now have to operate at a higher level, I beg you. Now, I have gone through this book, or scanned through. And you know, Shaitan never does anything little. You can see the quality of this production. Well made, well produced. I totally agree with Comrade Aremu that there ought to have been a page that will have contained vital information, because this is a publication not just for us, it must also go international. Luckily for us now, this book has to be downloaded through the internet. All our people all over the world must also learn from what you have put out. I congratulate you for the quality of the production. And it has to be reviewed so that all your points will be well made, so that this book will be a proper book. In terms of library, you must get the number, and put it there so that people can refer to it with authority. So, comrade, I congratulate you. Some of us don't launch books. We don't launch books. We present books. I also don't buy a copy of a book. I buy copies so that I can give to people to read. And then perhaps tell me what they have read in the book. It's a way of getting people to read, because this is not a reading society. I mean, a reading country. I've asked my comrade what the copy will cost, and he has told me. So what I'm going to do for now is to start with 20 copies of the book.
The idea of socialism, the way many of us understood it today, might not have been the case. So I'll keep on challenging some of our comrades, particularly those of them that are gifted, like Baba Show. One thing with Baba Show really is that he has a peculiar way of writing. He's highly gifted in the Yoruba usage to drive home his point. I'm much more delighted too that I'm here and Comrade Falana is here. I'm equally delighted that some of us who are together in the student struggle are here too. My junior brother Larry is unavoidably absent, but I'm sure he's with us here in spirit. I attended the Polytechnic Ibadan. The first person that I come across from Ife was Owe Lakemfa. I belong to the Black Nationalist Movement, BNM. We have the Marxist Socialist Youth Movement then, where we will have the likes of Comrade Femi Aburishade and the late Remi Ogulana, may so already perfect peace. Now, what are the issues? The Black nationalist movement, we are not Marxist, but we are interested in ensuring that the welfare of the students is uppermost in our mind. And the way came and said, yes, you are doing well, but you lack the necessary theoretical knowledge and the way to go about it. I said, okay. Luckily, then, nuns have been banned and nuns is being reorganized. FF, you might have forgotten. In 1982, my first trip outside Yoruba land to the north, Femi brought 20 naira collected from comrades because there was to be a nuns program in Kano.
That was big money.
So, FF said, Ayo, Maso Yibo Meyan, Tomati Debe, Yoruba de Koso. He said I should not speak Yoruba because it's most likely that by the time I stop 5 taxis, 2 or 3 of them must be driven by Yoruba. So I left Ibadan. 8 naira was the transport fare in Tojo to Kano. The very first vehicle that I waved down, not to be a Yoruba person, but an Ijesha person.
So, irrespective of the fact that he has claimed to be the emperor of the virtual Roman Empire, which could be mistaken for the age of somebody in the realm of emperors. You would find him easily flowing with the younger cadres that you won't even recognize that he's anything close to even 55, not to talk of the age of 60. And it doesn't show again because he's always having this feather on his head that would have been trained with grey hair to give an indication of his age. So on the note of that, I congratulate him. And I totally agree that moving forward, the political elite have actually consistently learned to fly their bird, have learned to fly without passion. But unfortunately for us, we are yet actually to learn to aim without missing. So they have actually mastered some of our strategy. So as far as they are concerned, we're already classified as in their rank, what they will call the Anugobi. So yours is to say, you are not going to grill, but you won't be the one to do any other thing. So all you will do, like the family of Comrade Ayarokundade said, is you will say APC is not good, PDP is bad, but you won't find the alternative. So what we end up doing is to demobilize some people from either supporting or joining them. But we are also not there on the ballot, and that is the point. Some of our comrades have joined to say, okay, let us see, maybe if we get in, we can make some changes, and they have seen that it doesn't work, and they have also allowed that to happen. So few people will be allowed to come in, because it's extremely difficult for you as an individual to do it in a class where they are always planning. They have their plan. So even if we're starting today, we're coming from behind, because they have the plan for 2023, they have the plan for 2027. So if we want to even change anything, and we shouldn't work under that illusion. We can't change anything happening in 2023. We can start the foundation for a fundamental change that will disrupt the political and ruling elite. You are not talking about Buhari or you are talking about Tinubu or whatever. These are just individuals. These are the result of their plan. These are symptoms of the problems. And what we need to do is to see how we destroy that system and tradition that has been entrenched that will continue to throw up these kind of consequences without us dealing with the root of the matter. And I totally agree with Dagatona, and I'm happy that it is FF that made the declaration. So it's going to be the champion of the declaration. So all of us are going to queue behind him. If we fail on this, then we will say FF has failed. If we succeed with this, then we will say, with Adeola's declaration today, FF has succeeded in leading a total change. Thank you very much.
Well, I think I just find myself
at their age. I think we're feeling okay, we're really good. Only that one has some disappointment that the Nigeria of our dream, those years to be accomplished. Better Nigeria, pro people, government, and of course a secure nation where there will be abundance of wealth on men. It's lacking. We should struggle for over 30 years. And we thank God that at least we are done. We should encourage others to join us and create a party against the system.
Okay, sir, let's talk about your book title, At 60, and then titling this book on social struggle. What's your own say on it, sir?
Well, the book really is a perspective of an interventionist. I'm a social interventionist. I've been in the struggle for many years. I'm a socialist. And a genuine principle activist is a warrior. He continues to fight against the bad system. So what I put here really are my thoughts. And of course, participation, intervention in different levels of social struggle, political, economic, cultural tradition, as a total Nigeria and Africa, of course, are socialists. And what it means really is that we need to start putting our experiences down. Once it comes to the world like 1991, I spent 13 years with 5 year course, 3 explosions, 3 different vice chancellors. So one has a lot of experience to become for the younger generation. And this is just an intro to a bigger book, because we need to relate about the students' struggle, the struggles in all its ramifications in Nigeria, then and now, for the struggle to continue. My appeal is people to read, people to start writing books, and of course people to start documenting. It's unfortunate that many of our struggles are not properly documented, and that is what Mr. President said today in the declaration, that we need to come together, activists need to come together, no matter our differences, to have a focus in terms of having a pro-people, pro-workers movement that people can relate with. You can see the 2 or 3 political ranches, similar one, PDP, APC, and same. People have seen they support neoliberalism, they support devaluation, they support deregulation, privatization, and that is why you are not seeing any one of them attacking the fundamentals, apart from talking of 2023, where people are dying here and there. And I think this is where the working people of Nigeria, the masses, should not just lament, not just regret, we have to organize, we have to mobilize and struggle.